let's try and build this part here. So we'll go into the model where I've already created a sketch, and I'll try 10 plus 1/16 and hit tab, select OK, and this one's going to be 10 plus 1/16. Okay, select exit. Sorry. In the previous exercise, if you look at my tree, I did a pad, a pocket, and a pad. I'm going to show you another technique. If you looked at my tree and duplicate what I did in my tree, that was one way to do it. Let's make sure we know multiple ways to do things though, so we'll go into our sketch. Auto search the outside profile. So we're going to do an auto search. And we're going to offset. I'll move this tool palette up here. I'll type in 1. Oh boy, what happened? At an offset of 1. And it comes in already fully constrained for me because this profile is constrained. This, when you do offset, it maintains 1 inch offset all the way around. We'll exit out. I'll do multi-pocket. Sorry. I'm going to do multi-pad. And I don't know which is which sometimes, so I just type in 1 and hit tab and preview that. Now I know which one's which. So this last one, the height is actually 1 plus 9/16. I believe that's what I used. And then this inside, I'll just go up a 1/2 inch. Select OK. Let's double check that Word doc. 5625, that's 9/16. Just to make it easier for me to see what's going on, I will highlight the entire inside of this here. Change the color to something easy for me to distinguish the pocket. Let's go with, let's try salmon. Okay, now to create the spline, what I would do is I would do my position sketch. Under position sketch, make sure that this is off so that you can grab a horizontal line and a vertical line. I'm going to reverse the vertical so my axis looks like this in the corner. Select OK. Let's go normal to view. Oh, what happened? I deactivated my part somehow. Let's go normal to view again. Alright, let's go to spline. I'll just create a spline, something cool, like so. Oh, escape. Now how come it didn't look like it's on? Oh, I know why, because I went off the 16th. It's going to make that a new challenge. Exit out and go to my ISO view. I'm going to try and make a pad. using this sketch. I'll select OK. No problem. Got my pad in there. And what's really cool and different about this, one of the questions is, what's different about this pad? Did you notice I didn't have to make a closed profile when I was in this sketch? I knew I didn't have a closed profile. I didn't analyze it. It's going to tell me it's open. And yet I was able to make a solid with an open profile. Okay, so the question is, what if I were to go change this pad sketch, and I will make this equal to this. Select OK. I'll double click on this and I'll change it to 20. Notice my wall thickness stayed at 1 inch when I exit out. It did that as well, but something funky happened to this part. Do you know what I did wrong? Do you know why there is a seam right here, that edge? Why is there that seam right here on this surface? I should really have one smooth, continuous surface from one end to the next. If you think you can fix it, you can pause the video and fix that. I'm going to continue on with the video to show you how to fix it. Again, if you want to challenge yourself, that's fine. I'm going to hit undo and put it back to where it was. Okay, and I'm going to exit here with that linked already. That's the 10.625. It pulled the sketches out of hide. I'm just going to put them back in hide. If you notice, that solid came in short. I already had that seam right here because it wasn't touching that wall. So what I should have done really is in this sketch, I want to go to contact. I'll double click it because I'm going to contact both ends. I want to contact that point at the end of that spline. So I better zoom in. I don't want that edge, I want that point. I'm going to get the grid out of my way just to make sure I'm grabbing the right thing here. I wait patiently for it to tell me point, and sometimes it'll make me wait all day and never tell me. So I took a shot at it. Looks like I was able to grab the point. I'll try and grab that surface. And I'm going to contact to the surface rather than to the edge. So the proper technique would be to contact the surface. What if I came in and fillet that? I'm going to lose my contact. So I'm going to contact to that surface. Again, contact's already highlighted, so I can grab that point, grab that surface. Oh boy. I think I missed. Or is there a contact already on this? Let me double check that. Oh, I got that coincidence already happened when I first created it and clicked on that line. Okay. I will exit out of this. And what's going to happen different is, first off, you'll see I fixed that. No longer has that boundary edge there. If I change this, let's say 15, and I exit out, you notice on that surface here it stays nice and smooth and is able to stretch. Alright, another thing also, I'm going to go to that sketch 2, and I'm just going to highlight everything and hit auto constrain and just select OK, and actually constrain all those points. So if I wanted to, I could change the shape of this. Let's try and change this one to 4 inches. When I exit out, that shape has changed. If I go back to sketch 1, change this to 20 inches, exit out. Okay, maybe I don't like how close this has gotten. Maybe I want this to come out a little bit more. Go back to sketch 2. We've got a number of values we could change. Like first off, I could change this 2 to a 4. I could change this to 3. I could change this to 3. Let's make this even more drastic. Let's change this to 4. Let's change this to 5. So I could do all kinds of things, and what's nice is that solid's going to automatically change to match the sketch. If I had an NC toolpath and I had machined out this pocket, machined out this top surface, it's going to just automatically change the toolpath without having to redo the toolpath from scratch. Alright, so that concludes this demo. My hint was to look at my tree and duplicate my tree, and I put my spline out so you could see it. Then I stretch this part out. This here, I want to know the fractions for these, length, width, and height. What was the steps to create the spine properly? And that was to make sure it's fully constrained and linking the constraints by using contact on the ends. Again, I did talk about what's neat about this spline here. How was I able to create that spline? How does it differ versus all the other splines, or sorry, pads that you've made in the past? What was I talked about earlier in the video? Alright, go ahead and submit all these so I can check them out, and you can move on to the next exercise.